I'll deal with you personally for the Zero Mortal Plan.
So, Invincible Season 3 just ended, and let me tell y'all, what an amazing finale. Like, dude, like, they really saved the budget, like, for the whole entire season, just on, like, the whole Conquest Invincible fight. And honestly, bro, probably one of the best, like, finales of, like, any superhero show, like, I've seen in a while. Now, Invincible Season 3 has had its ups and downs, but let me tell y'all though, I truly do think that at the end of the day, just kind of spoiler alert, this is a pretty good season of Invincible despite all of its despite all the controversies. And yeah, basically you guys, I'm just gonna tell you what I liked and what I didn't like about Invincible Season 3. And let me just start off by saying just by the good alone. We need to talk about the Conquest fight because Jesus Christ, man. You know, I'm actually really glad how they handled like the whole fight scene between Conquest. Like, it was so well done. Like, they adapted like pretty much everything from the comic, but they also added some really cool shit in there too. And some of it's a little bit weird. And I mostly want to talk about why the fuck did Conquest do this?
I don't know, man. Seems kinda gay to me.
Why the fuck did bro do that? What was the point in doing that? But I really liked how they handled Conquest more like in the show, because in the comics, like, he was just mostly just, you know, he stood on business, right? But I feel like in the show, you know, they really brung out more of like that, you know, more of that Conquest type shit, you know? Like, Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Conquest was actually pretty good. It was pretty fucking good. People really thought that like Conquest was, I said it before, but I feel like most people have too much high expectations. Like, why did they expect like Conquest to sound like fucking Thanos and that funky music was gonna play in his entrance? Like, dude, like, why?
Stand ready for my arrival.
Look, the best we can get is Negan from The Walking Dead voicing a fucking Viltrumite. You know what? I'm all in for it. Then listen, we can talk about the Conquest fight all we want, but there are some things I do want to discuss with that too. And also, I want to say that this season was a lot better than season 2, but not definitely better than season 1. I feel like you just cannot be season 1. You know, with the whole unexpected twists and turns that whole season goes through, I feel like you just cannot beat it. Season 2 kind of felt like more of like a filler type of like season where not a lot of shit happens, but a lot of things still happen. I mean, of course, with like the whole storyline between like Mark visiting his father in a fucking bug planet, and then having to learn that, hey, you know, his father gave some devious back shots to a bug. The story does advance in season 2, and you know, we do get introduced to Angstrom Levi, which is a major character in this season 2. I really do feel like this season does bring more of like more of like that season 1 feel, where you just kind of like you're excited for what's about to come, and you don't know if you're like gonna be excited for it, because you don't know if like one of your favorite characters are just gonna die out of nowhere. And it really is just like, it's just a really good season, just in terms of like the writing standpoint and what they do with the characters in here. Though I do not necessarily agree with some of the character choices, more specifically probably with Cecil and the Immortal, the fucking Immortal. Dude, why does this dude always get beat up so many times? Like, dude, why? Like, dude, you're the fucking like Yamcha fucking Invincible. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, dude, what have you done in your whole career?
No, I'm done. I've given this world enough.
Meanwhile.
Oh, and also, we gotta talk about the Invincible War. God fucking damn. Dude, I never seen so much I never seen so much shit about the Invincible in my fucking life, dude. Like all these motherfucking like Mark variants appear on my Instagram, like TikTok, like any sort of like place where you can get a profile picture, dude. I've been seeing these motherfuckers everywhere. I cannot escape them, dude. I'm legit like fucking Mark Grayson in this situation. I can't escape these motherfuckers, man, because they're probably gonna come after me, bro. Like, dude, I really did love the whole Invincible Award shit, like how the internet treated that shit, dude. It was fucking hilarious, dude. And if we're talking about the arc itself, like, dude, it was really good. Like, obviously, you know, the animation kind of brought it down a little bit, I'm gonna be honest, but I still thought it was pretty fucking good. I mean, dude, we even had the fucking boss baby up in this bitch fighting a Mark variant, which absolutely got his absolute fucking ass fucking clapped, and like, no questions, like, damn. I'm really sad that they did not bring back Spawn for that shit though, because, you know, I really do love Spawn, and it kind of sucks that they did not bring him back. Why couldn't they get Spawn? I mean, it's from Image Comics. I don't fucking know. But yeah, the Invincible War was fucking good. I really did love, you know, the whole shit about how Mark just deals with all that shit. I don't want to spoil everything in terms of like the whole story, but I really did love everything. Like that whole arc was really it was really good. I thought it was really fucking good. I just found the season just to be really just kind of enjoyable from just a story standpoint. And I really I was really curious. I was just like what the whole plot lines were gonna be in this time around, because I do realize that as time goes on, right, they are kind of like changing some things from like the original comic, and they are kind of adapting some new storylines with, it was this fucking like Hellboy copy, like this fucking like this demon guy that we met like in the earlier seasons. I forgot his fucking name, but that goes to show that no one really remembered this character. But the fact that we are potentially getting a new storyline that is completely different from the comics is really fucking good, and I really like that they're keeping like some sort of mystery for those that already like know kind of like the story, so that, you know, people that did not read the comic don't get spoiled immediately. But yeah, I really like what the direction that they took with you know, with the whole story and like how they presented everything. Like, dude, it was amazing. But let's talk about the negatives. I do want to talk about this. The animation is not really amazing. It's not that good. I thought people were overreacting when they said that, oh, that Invincible Season 3 had just god-awful animation, like fucking like PNGs were being like just, you know, dragged into a sky background, and they called it animation, apparently. I didn't notice it too much because, I mean, I don't have that big of eyes, so it didn't take long for me to actually notice some issues with the animation, like how much of like they reused. More specifically, there's a big issue where they just use a lot of PNGs. Like even with the Conquest episode, you can see that they just use like random civilian PNGs, and they just have Mark kind of just go through that shit. Like, it's the most weirdest shit. Considering the fact that Invincible show is funded by Amazon Prime Video, so I don't know why Jeff Bezos wasn't like, oh yes, I wanna put some funding into the superhero Dragon Ball show that they're airing nowadays. But I guess that motherfucker is probably just too busy being a bald idiot. So we're probably not gonna get the budget that Invincible deserves one day. Fuck it, I don't even know. But yeah, I have heard that people say like they expected the animation to be of some like hentai quality, like Overwatch porn levels of like animation levels. Unfortunately, we just cannot get that all the time. Invincible really does deserve it though, because like it really is one of the best superhero shows, and like in the animated sphere, it's really good and deserves really the animation, because this is a really good story with a lot of good like writing and characters, and it would be a waste just to like waste like really good scenes with really bad animation. And you know, I'm really glad that they do kind of just highlight more scenes with better animation, especially with like the last episode, as I saw. And I don't know what else I can pretty much say about what I didn't like. I mean, for the most part, once you look past the animation, it's honestly just pretty decent. It's actually just good. But I do have some disagreements with some of the directions that they are taking with, you know, the characters. Didn't like how some characters like ended up by the end of the season, right? Why did they have to kill my boy Rexplode, bro? Why the fuck did they have to kill my boy? But listen, his sacrifice was not in vain. This motherfucker was pulling off some fucking Majin Vegeta explosion against Majin Buu type shit. And he sacrificed his fucking life so that everybody can live against the fucking Invincible war, dude. But let me tell you this, it's really disrespectful, right? Because why the fuck does Rexplode not get a happy ending with this girl, but we have fucking Immortal fucking just saying that, oh, I want to start a family with Duplicate. I'm retiring. You know, I'm retiring from getting my ass beat in every single fight I get. And I get the happy ending and fuck Rexplode. I'm like, what the fuck?
Go fuck yourself!
Like, he was a fucking asshole like in the beginning of the series, but hey, that you know, that's the cool part about liking characters as they go, because that's character development. You know, character development, you know, you can go from hating a fucking character to end up fucking liking them. That's what's pretty cool about Rexplode. I mean, at least for me. Yeah, I think Invincible Season 3 overall, it's a pretty peak season into the Invincible, you know, just the Invincible lineup. I truly do think it like Season 3 is a much improvement over Season 2, just in my personal opinion. Just because Season 2 just kind of, as I said before, just kind of feels like more of a filler season, just with some really big story points. And I really am excited for what new type of like storylines that they're gonna come up with that are really different from like the comic. I'm really curious on how they're gonna handle that. Hopefully it's not some just stuff like they're just revealing for like dramatic effect. Hopefully like it's actually like pays off. And I have heard that they are gonna make these seasons yearly now, so we'll see how that turns out.
I think that the release schedule that we're in is much more what we can expect going forward, as opposed to the release schedule we were in between season 1 and 2. We're working at a breakneck pace behind the scenes with Sean O'Neill and Dan Duncan and the entire team to keep this factory moving and keep this show in production so that we can come out at a fairly regular clip. You know, I can't guarantee that we'll be coming back in early February every single year, but I can say that is the goal.
But I mean, as long as we get some good Invincible content here and there, I'm fine by it. If it means that the animation may not look as pretty, but hey, as long as like the key parts of the story are animated perfectly, that is fine by me. That is fine by me. I can live with a future like that. But yeah, honestly, guys, I'm gonna say that Invincible Season 3 was pretty goddamn good. But you know what would have been really good? If they let my boy Rexplode live. I don't care, bro. I just don't fucking care, bro. But yeah, anyways, you guys, have yourselves a damn fucking good one. And peace out, y'all.